Hello, my name is Nicole, and thank you so much for taking the time out to listen. Today, I titled this message, The Wrong Ways to Expose a Liar. The wrong ways to expose a liar. And some of you all, you know that you are in a situation or situations where you need to expose a liar, whether you have to do this on a one-on-one meeting or you have to do this in front of others. But either way, exposing a liar or liars is what is on the agenda. Being that I've been around my share of manipulators, and when I was out in the world and younger, I knew a thing or two about getting people to do what I wanted. Okay. And I wasn't the least bit interested in God, faith, or anything else at the time, nor was I aware that you reap what you sow. So even though these liars think that they're getting away with something, I can tell you from personal experience that later on in life, you get away with nothing, especially if you plan on walking with the Lord and doing what is right. God is going to hold you accountable as well as the people of God. Now, there are those wrong ways to expose a liar to others, as well as when you are having that one-on-one confrontation with him or her. And I will list some of these things. First of all, you are saying nothing positive. Nothing positive in the conversation is coming out. You are not communicating anything to uplift, to encourage, to make this person feel comfortable with you. So that's the first problem. If I'm coming at the person with guns blazing, they are going to be less likely to want to continue to listen to what I have to say. So you want to start off with something positive. I know you care about the children. I know you love doing what you do. I appreciate the fact that you work so hard. I was most appreciative the day when you did A, B, and C. So you are making the atmosphere quite comfortable. And if that person is used to you doing that sort of thing, well, it just might be one of those things that they will ignore, eye roll, or just do something that is going to infuriate you a little bit. But you don't want to fall for that because you want to stay positive, even if it is just you with a smile on your face and making eye contact. The next thing that you're going to want to do, but you want to make sure, though, that it's on the up and up, it's positive, it's good, it's righteous, and all of that. And that is that you want to speak the truth. But here is where the wrong way comes into play. You avoid it. You simply avoid it. I don't want to talk about the truth. You don't want to talk about how you truly feel. No. You don't want to talk about the things that he did or you found out about her. No. Okay, well, you're not going to be doing too much exposing if you're not willing to face the truth for what it is. Well, it's too painful. It hurts. I just don't want to get into an argument. I'm concerned that he might jump on me or she might cuss me out or whatever. Well, avoiding the truth is not going to get the job done on exposing the liar. Okay. Sometimes people just avoid saying anything that sounds a little bit negative because they are fearful. Okay. Simply fearful, or they are protecting themselves in some way. But that is the wrong thing to do. You can speak, of course, the positive, but you got to work your way into the negative. And so the negative is that I appreciate that you love the children and you care for the children. But isn't it true, though, that you lately have been ignoring all of us as a family? Okay. Narcissistic rage will show up. Narcissistic rage will start cursing. Narcissistic rage will start being threatening. Narcissistic rage will be that quiet type of rage where there is no talking. There is just ignoring. Okay. because no one likes to see themselves being looked at as being in the wrong. No one likes to receive any type of criticism. The next wrong way to expose a liar or liars is being emotional, argumentative, acting, threatening yourself. Okay. You just don't want to do that, because once again, I'm trying to get down to the bottom of things. I'm trying to come to some type of compromise. I am trying to decide whether or not I want this person in my life. But it's going to be hard to do that when every time I'm sitting in a room with them, whether people are present or not, and I'm crying and I'm yelling, I am cursing, and I'm ready to knock this person upside the head. Okay. Never a good idea. The other thing that you don't want to do when exposing a liar is acting like a psychologist, or acting as if you are better than that individual. And you have some who are very well educated, very mannerable, very polite, but they also know how to talk down, okay, to others. And so if you are acting that way, the liar is going to start his or her war with you. There you go, talking to me any old kind of way, disrespecting me. Who do you think you are? You definitely don't want to use any psychological names, or you don't want to use any names from the street either, because once again, you're not going to get anywhere cursing. The other thing is that this is another mistake that folks make, using family and friends to bring this individual down. People are not who they claim to be. People do not behave in the way that we think they should when it comes to those that are hurting us in some kind of way. So if you think that you have a friend in a family member, think again. That is definitely the wrong way to expose a liar, especially if they are not in the know as to what is really going on. Okay. And they were not present when situations took place. So why would you recruit that person on your side? Okay. Because people like this, depending on what type of relationship that they have with the individual, they can turn on you like a snake. So you cannot trust anyone and everything when exposing a manipulator. The other thing that you are going to want to do is remain calm and quiet. So even though you may have acted like a fool, and even though you may have been disrespectful or ugly behind closed doors or elsewhere, there is a certain decorum, there is a certain behavior that you want to maintain out there in the public. So you do not want to show that you are out of control at any given moment when exposing these people. The other thing is that you do, once again, want to state the good, that the person is a good person and decent and kind and sweet, or whatever it is about certain things, but other things not so much. So you have to be prepared to state the facts. And it's better to state the facts in a question way, as opposed to just saying you and the reason why I don't like this is because of you and this sort of thing. That's blaming, and it doesn't go over too well. So the question is, isn't it true that you really don't have as much time to dedicate to the children as you claim? Isn't it true that at times you tend to be a bit withdrawn, or maybe you are very busy, or maybe you have other things that are on your mind? Are you going to be able to manage the household and all that comes with it, you see? And so these are the things that you want to state in a question sort of way that challenges that person to think. But at the same time, if that person has a personality disorder of some sort, they are going to blow up. They are going to be bitter. They are going to attack. They are going to come up with all sorts of ways to make you go away, because I don't like what is coming out of your mouth. The other point I would like to make is that you can offer a remedy or a suggestion. You can even offer service. And 9 times out of 10, someone who's trying to build a case up against you is going to act as if they had never heard Okay, you say this or say that you had never offered to do this or do that. That is why you state to them once again what you are willing to do, and if you have to list dates and times, as well as have a middleman or middlewoman either overhearing the conversation or being present, then that's what you have to do, because liars will swear up and down, you never said, you never told me, and I wasn't aware. The other thing that you want to be mindful of is mentioning specific events. This is something that often comes up in debates with people, in communication. Oh, when was this supposed to have happened? You say this, but tell me what day and what time. And you say you know these things. I need to see proof, which brings me to the next point. Oftentimes, liars will say that you don't know what you're talking about, and no, I did not do that, and I did not say that. They're in denial, and they will blame shift and say, no, you are the one that really said this, and you're the one who really did this. And they will be very good about telling you what your intentions are or what your feelings are. So this is where you need to capture photos, audios, videos, and anything else to prove your case. The other point, and this will close out the message, is that you are to demonstrate enough examples that will prove that this particular situation, topic, what have you, is indeed very significant. And you are going to have to make sure that what you are saying is matching up with one's actions. So here is what you're going to do. If the person is, let's say, denying that they said this, did this, or what have you, okay? And that you are at fault and you are the bad guy or you are the bad girl or what have you, you are going to have to state enough examples that contradict what he or she is denying or is putting upon you or what have you. Okay. And this sort of thing does take place when it comes to a court of law, because people are going to go along with what you are saying if you can, on one hand, state the positive, but then also state what is fact. The individual is going to defend his or herself and say that I am not at fault here, that she is the problem, that he is the challenged one, the one who's crazy or what have you. And so if you don't have anything to back up what this person is accusing you of or what you are stating about this person, people are going to ignore. They're going to throw whatever you're saying out. Okay. So make sure that what you are bringing to the court's attention, or if you are in a organization or you are talking individually, make sure that everything is making plenty of sense. You understand? Because the individual is going to say, well, I'm the one who makes the money, and I'm the one who takes care of the household, and I'm the one who manages this, and I'm the one that does this, that, and the other. And yes, that is true. That is factual. But then you've got to be able to present information that shows that it's not just about what that person is physically doing, but what are they doing emotionally, spiritually, or what have you. And do you feel safe in the environment? Because if you don't feel safe in the environment, then you need to indicate that as well. You, my friend, are very good at what you do. Just giving an example. You are very good at what you do. You know how to manage your business. You know how to take care of the household. You're very good at parenting. But there are some things that concern me, and I feel as though my safety is at risk, you see. So these are things that you are going to have to consider when you are exposing these manipulators, these liars, and as we like to say in the street, these pimps, players, and hustlers. Because you see, sometimes people believe themselves to be God-like. Some believe themselves to be a God. And sometimes the only way that you're going to be able to get the truth out there is it's going to take God himself leading you to where truth is, leading you toward righteousness, leading you toward holiness. And holiness comes with that peace that surpasses all understanding. When your accuser thought you were going to freak out, when your accuser thought that you were going to act like a complete idiot, when your accuser thought that you were going to act unprofessional, you flipped the whole script upside down. And now who's looking like the fool? So I thank you as always for taking time out your busy schedule. And please do check the description box for anything that might be of interest. You've been listening to YouTube NM Enterprise 7. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you haven't given, we do welcome donations. All the best to you, and to God be the glory.